This episode of The Young Turks brought to you by Jack Threads for the win.
I want to go to this video. It's a viral video that's making its rounds on the internet, and it features a 20-year-old student from Rutgers University. And apparently he was involved in some sort of parking lot brawl. And police responded to the scene, and this is what happened. Let's watch it and determine whether or not the police officers used excessive force.
Stop resisting! Give me your head! Stop resisting! Easy. Give me your head! Stop! Stop resisting. They was punching him in the face.
All right, so the only point in that video where you actually see the cop hitting the student is when he punches him in the face. You see that clearly. Other than that, it's a super grainy and dark video, so it's really hard to determine what's going on. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because A, it's a viral video. Everyone's making a huge deal about it. You know, it's all over the blogs, and people are saying that the police used excessive force. My opinion on this is, judging by the video, I don't think I see excessive force. It turns out, and this is reported by the AP, that the student allegedly jumped on an officer's back during the altercation. So he also resisted arrest, so the cops reacted in that way. Now, since you can't see that much from the video, I was really curious, you know, what kind of damage the police officers did. So I found a picture of the student. His name is Elliott Marx. He's a 20-year-old Rutgers student. Let's put up the picture. So, you know, his forehead is bashed up. He's got some, you know, serious, you know, cuts on his face. So, yeah, I think the police officers did a lot of damage. My conclusion on the story is we don't have enough evidence to prove whether or not excessive force was used because we don't really know the context. I mean, we don't know what happened leading up to the video. We don't know what happened after the video. There's a lot of things that we don't know at this point, okay? So what do you think, Cenk?
All right. I'm torn on this, right? Mm-hmm. Because on the one hand, you got 5 cops there. I know he's still squirming and he doesn't want to go easily, but it's not like that kid's going to all of a sudden get up and do damage to those 5 cops, and they know that, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, and you've got him down. I don't think you need to punch him in the face. You know, the resisting arrest thing, that's thrown on almost every charge, right? And now that's a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. On the other hand, the guy was resisting arrest. You can see it in the video. Mm-hmm. And if the Associated Press is right that he jumped on the cop's back, dude, if you jump on a cop's back and then as they hold you down, you're still resisting, you got to have some reasonable expectation of getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
You should, you know, and if I was the head of the department, I'd talk to the cops and I might take some mild action on it. But it's not like the kid can be like, can you believe after I jumped on a cop's back and then I fought them for all this time, they wound up punching me?
You know,
I'm like, yeah.
You know, as you talk about this, I've actually changed my mind a little bit on this story. And, you know, let me make this point before JR jumps in. You know, even if he is resisting arrest, in my opinion, there's absolutely no reason why a cop should punch someone in the head. I mean, the head, I think, should be off limits. He could suffer from some serious damage if he's hit in the head enough times. Okay, so, you know, I think that you're right. There were several officers trying to hold him down. They could have resorted to something else. There's no reason why they should have punched him in the head several times. So that's my conclusion on that. JR, what did you want to say?
Yeah, if someone's resisting arrest, I don't know if the training is to beat his ass because, you know, you naturally continue to resist. But just upon first seeing and hearing, anytime, and maybe this is wrong to all the cops out there, anytime you see in a video where a cop keeps screaming, stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting, he's like, yeah, the camera's on. Let me make sure that they hear me saying stop resisting while I beat the fuck out of this guy.
Right.
Because it's just the way of saying, oh, by the way, this guy's resisting, and just start socking him. I mean, it's just it seems like that's just the first reaction I had. When you hear that, I'm like, oh, they're about to beat this guy up.
This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Jack Threads.